Hi, Sunday school friends. Happy Easter. Do you remember what week this is? This is the fifth Sunday of Easter. And do you remember how many Sundays we have? America, I can hear you. 7, that's right. So if there's 7 Sundays in Easter, and this is the 5th one, how many do we have left? You're right, 2 more Sundays after this one. But this is cool. I love celebrating Easter for this long. So where am I today? You know, sometimes when I was a little girl and I had to be at home days, I liked to build myself a fort out of chairs and blankets, just a quiet place for me to play. Sometimes I let my sisters in to play with me. So in my fort, I brought my water bottle and I brought some books to read. And I brought some paper and a pencil in case I wanted to write anything. Have you built a fort yet? I think I saw Sittel and Mirka and Hadavas bed fort one day. But it's kind of a fun thing to do. And then you can just kind of be all cozy in your fort. But we're going to learn about houses today. So that's why I built myself a fort, to let me think about this a little bit. I want to ask you a question. Sometimes when your mom or your dad have to go on a trip by themselves and not take the kids along, I bet that makes you sad, a little bit sad. And what do you do to make yourself feel better? Sometimes when my mommy or daddy had to leave for a little trip, some of the things that I did, we talked about, is how many days till they came back. Sometimes I made myself a chart and I crossed off each day so I knew how many more days till they came back. Sometimes we talked about what we would do when they got back, that we would go for a special dinner or go to the park. So there's lots of things. What do you do when you kind of want to make yourself less sad about when your mommy or daddy or grandma and grandpa have to travel? Yeah, I bet you have some good ideas about that. Well, today's story is about Jesus, who was getting ready to leave. He was getting ready to die, but he was telling his friends that he was leaving, and that was making them sad. But he said, you know what? I am going to make a place for you. I'm going to go prepare a place for you with God. They were kind of confused about what that meant. What do you think it meant? And he said, I'm going to go to God's house. What do you think God's house is? Where do we go on Sundays? We call that God's house, don't we? Church? We call church God's house? Maybe he was talking about that. But we haven't been able to go to church for a lot of days. Where do you think God is now? You know, Jesus gave us some clues about this, that maybe we understand better now than we do some other years. Jesus said, my Father's house has many rooms. It has enough rooms for everybody. And they said, well, his friend said, how are we going to find God's house that has all these rooms in it? And Jesus said, well, I am the way, the truth, and the light. Jesus said, I'm the way to find God's house with all those rooms in it that I'm getting ready for you. And I'm the truth. Some people may tell you that they are God's house, but when you listen to me, you know that I'm telling you the truth. And I'm the light. So sometimes when we feel like it's really dark and we can't see our way, Jesus is saying, listen to me, because I will make it light and I will help you understand where God's house is. You know what? And then there was another clue, a little later, not in this story. But Jesus said, whenever there are 2 or more of you that are together who love God, I am there with you. So I think, what do you think? Do you think Jesus was saying that there is lots and lots and lots of places where God is? that God is in our own family house where we are right now, that maybe God's in my fort, that God is in everybody else's houses, taking care of them, and that all we have to do is listen when Jesus says, I'm the way. So if you feel like you're a little lost, you listen to Jesus saying, the way I believe we should be is that we should be loving each other, and if you do that, then God is with us. I'm the truth, and I'm the light. So even when it feels a little dark and scary, Jesus says, I am in that place with you. And that is God's house. And there is enough houses, there's enough rooms for everybody in the whole world. And God's love extends to everybody in the whole world, even when we're all in our own houses. That was the other thing that Jesus told us about when he was, that we know that he was with us. Remember in church what we do every Sunday? Jesus said on Maundy Thursday, he said, whenever you eat this bread or drink this cup, remember me, I'm with you, right? So when we do all the normal things we do every day in our house, like eat our lunch and eat our dinner, get up in the morning and brush our teeth, even if we're in our own houses and we don't get to go to church, Jesus says, I'm with you. God is in your house with you, taking good care of you. I think that's a good story for us today, huh? What do you think? Maybe you can make yourself a fort in your house. Send me a picture of it. Would you do that? Or you might make yourself, I made myself a house out of a cardboard box, another little house. And my house has kind of some bright colors, and it has lots of windows because I like lots of windows. But it's just out of a cardboard box that I could find around in some paper. But you could make it out of almost anything. Some people make their houses out of graham crackers or newspaper or blankets. You can make your house out of anything. But you know what our Bible story tells us today? That wherever your house is, God is with you, and God loves you, and God is in the middle of that house. Right? So, have a good week. Send me a picture if you can. Send me a story. Tell me what you're doing. I miss you. We look forward to seeing you soon.